Alright, welcome back. More CK3. I gotta say, some way, somehow, the game has wormed its way right under my skin. Even as I went to bed last night, I was just thinking more and more about the game and how I just wanted to get back and play it more. So in a way, my own schedule is my curse here. I think I'm gonna turn the tables on that and see what we can do with Sunday after the weekly one-shot. In any case, that's my cross to bear for now. Where are we? We are King Debachen Máel-Snechtai of Alba. We've got our delightful cousin-wife queen, Queen Mathilde, and when last we left off, we fought a war against all of England in order to instill her as the rightful queen of the whole kingdom. She's not a popular lass at all with her vassals, oh heavens no, and she has a lot of them. That's going to be a problem, so she's probably going to be murder fodder for a bit. Fortunately, she has very high intrigue. Hopefully she gets herself a very good spy master. I don't think I control that stuff for her, but I have great concern for our princess. She's only just been born, and she's a woman, and she's in grave danger, obviously, because she's next in the line of succession. We have no male heirs, we have no other children. Big problem. So we got big targets on our heads. So I'm going to be my queen's glorious ally until we can plop ourselves out a proper heir. Well, who knows? Princess Doc Spengler Mechdebachen of Alba might make their way through. I don't like the lack of the Máel-Snechtai name around here. Can we change our house for one? For one, it's no longer Lorraine. It's Máel-Snechtai. Did you not like the M there? There we go. Máel-Snechtai. In my victory, God avenge me. That makes sense. I try to be a bit pious and, you know, victorious as well. There we go. May the Máel-Snechtai name do us just and proud. Double checking to make sure I got it right, because it would be most scandalous if I got it wrong there. Big fan from you. YouTube says, Darwaria. I just came here, gave a piece of my mind for not building the base. If I saw the last broadcast, you actually started building. Thanks for the content. No problem. Yeah, we finally got around the hard-headedness and started building a base in Subnautica, but that was then. This is now. We have plenty of problems, although we've just gained new heights here, especially for the Queen. She must be doing pretty well with that new title. We've no doubt got a lot of problems. One, well, we'll just deal with them as they come, right? Education. Looks as if your heir has no guardian. Without proper education, they will get poor skills and random traits. Yeah, right. I will educate our own heir. That's nothing off. No big problem for me, because I'd like to keep this streak of wrathfulness going. We're not very well liked, so we might as well instill dread in our subjects to stop them rising up against us. So, educate child. I shall do it. Use a hook. No need, although I have one on my own child for reasons unknown. We'll still get it done. Chancellor. My sister-in-law is the best suited for it. And apparently she's a powerful vassal. Man, what is it with those in Buchan constantly giving me problems? Regardless though, I'll assign you there. Better that than not having any chancellor whatsoever. So that takes care of that problem. What else do we have? We have very few knights. Now, I'm still not fully up to date with knights. I mean, I assume more is better. Looks like I could recruit some people with general amounts of prowess, but I'd have to pay them. Mind you, you are a good Catholic Gaelic, so it might not be too bad. Visiting your court in Moray. Frankly, I'd rather have those that serve under me be my knights, so that they can go and die and be replaced. I mean, look at these guys. 0, 0, 0, 0. I got some real joke knights on my side. So yes, we do need better people. You can be recruited as my knight. I guess it'll take a while for you to join in. Otherwise, we got a load of rubbish. Can I invite knights here? If we get rid of that and have it come up here. King of Alba, I need brave knights to defend and conquer. Herald, I mean such. At least 3 able-bodied men with 12 or more prowess will arrive as guests within the coming months. I won't be able to... Oh, it actually costs me prestige to do so. I'm a very prestigious fellow, but it's not like we're that close to exalted among men, so I wouldn't mind doing that. Notify when this is... Nah, we're alright. So let's just see if we can get some good knights on our side here. Forcing unruly vassals to be knights is a great way to solve problems. Yeah, so it seems, but regardless, I would like some competence in my army, because even when we outnumbered the foes, we got stomped horribly before. Was there anybody else that seemed reasonable? I've got a courtier here. Oh, you're banged up quite badly. And I already invited you, didn't I? Yes. Everybody else seems really quite terrible, so not interested there. So that should deal with the knights issue. You can create the Duchy of Man. I still don't see why that's something I would want to do. Create the Duchy of Man. It's a crummy duchy. Who would even want such a thing? It's a single crappy island. Instead, there's the Momerdom of the Isle of Man, and I have that title, so there seems very little point in doing that unless I want to liquidate money into prestige. And that's too much, so forget that. You got enough prestige, Jake. Don't forget the prestige you spend is not deducted from the amount you need to level up. Is that so? Oh yeah, of course, because what you get just adds towards this. Very nice. So it's not quite mana, which is rather nice. We can declare wars. We know that. We've always been able to declare war against the Outer Hebrides. The thing is, they've made some good alliances. Who have they got? Well, actually, they got Carrick. Okay, yes, they still have Denmark. I'm hoping for the day that the Hebrides someday does not have Denmark on their side. Not that I really need this piece of god-awful land. I have been to the Outer Hebrides before in my life. Nice fish. That's about all I can really say. The land is just... it's rancid stuff, but I'd rather have it than not have it as part of good old Alba here. I mean, look, I've got claims on all of this, and yet it's not mine. That needs to be fixed. You can ask the Head of Faith for gold. I don't see a reason not to ask for gold if you can get it, so why not? Prisoners can be ransomed. On Duke Roger of Kent. Duke Roger is only 21 years old. I would really like to have a hook on the man at some point. So I don't think I want to just blast that person away for money straight away. And then we have the Earl of Wiltshire. I got his son. Again, these are people that it might be good to have hooks on. So we'll keep their beloveds in prison for now. Of course, if I'm desperate for money, that's another option. And yes, our heir is in line to inherit many titles. Good. But good luck for them. I mean, I'm already 36. My cousin wife's only 25. I really, really need to tend to the fields here. But, since I already tried to seduce her and failed, I can't seduce her again for a while. I don't know how long a while is. I'd love to know, but I don't know. Is Denmark imploding yet? Not enough. I'm not clicking on the right one there. Their levies are similar to ours. It does not seem worth the fight for it. I mean, unless I can demand that they hand stuff over. Is that even something I can do? Probably not. I mean, I could join their war. And look at that. Denmark actually rather likes me. Probably because I'm illustrious. Otherwise, it seems like we should just keep going. And, oh, perhaps not. I've considered your plight, and here's your bosh. Thank you kindly. Very good. I should be investing more in Elgin, but what I want is that keep. Well, what I'd really like is to move my capital down to Lothian, but that's a while away, or maybe even down to Middlesex. Nah, you know, Elgin's where we started, that's where it should be. A notable guest has arrived. They have a claim on somewhere I don't care about, so I don't really care about them whatsoever. Ireland continues to be a problem. Perhaps I should not go and rile the Irish up until we have a good enough handle on England and Alba, because I'm sure it's only time before my cousin wife decides that she needs to get attacked by all of her vassals, and that's where I need to lend my unwavering support. Here we go, somebody's arrived as our guest. They have so-so prowess, so I wonder if I could just make them my knight. Now that's probably going to be under military, knights, and there you are. Conaing. Peculiar name, but if it only costs 15, then I want you here as my knight. Because our knight effectiveness is really, really rather high, so I should be having all that. Or so I assume. Maybe you should care about Lolland if they're sending Lollards your way. The Lollards are all down there, so it's not a problem for me just yet. Oh, and Canterbury's a holy site. Ooh. Very nice, I assume. Right. Other than that, I just really want to seduce my cousin wife. I wish it would tell me when I can do it. This is a bit too vague for my liking. There we go, get those stats up. It could be that it's Doc Spengler against the world, who knows? I might have to duke it out with a female heir. Which is what I'm hoping not. Full-time streaming, really, says Jidao? Yeah, I've been full-time streaming for almost a year now. Ransom. To the Serene King. Norman is dear to me. Would you let him go in return for this offer? 50 gold. See, the AIs can offer to me to let somebody go, but I can't seem to offer to them. I find that a touch peculiar. I would like a lot more than that, so... And I would like to maintain a hook on you just in case it's needed. Because you're relatively young. You're maybe not that powerful, but I'll need these people on my side rather than not. And again, 50 gold is 50 gold. If either of them die, then that's 50 gold that I don't get. You can ransom for a hook, I thought, yes, but a hook only lasts 10 years. Not good enough. Uh-oh, faction created against you. Ulster. Giving rise to the peasant rabble targeting you. Ulster? The Memorandum of Ulster, right. Let's get a lowdown on that. Again, I'm not fully familiar with this game, or perhaps even partially familiar. So... there will be a lot of things that I need to really figure out here. Right, so it's just peasants here. They're growing discontent. They want lower county control, whereas I want higher county control. So how can we deal with them? Right, I don't have their culture or their faith, and I have direct control over the place, which is probably a bit of the problem. So their faith is wrong, and their culture is wrong, so perhaps we should deal with both of these things. First, turn them into good Catholics. So I turn to my council and I say, could you please convert faith over in these repugnant Irish? And don't we have somebody that can promote our culture as well? Yes, our steward. Do you think you could do that as well? 55 years? Takes a lot less time to change culture than change religion. Holy moly, that's going to take forever. It's going to take longer than you're going to live, for sure. But we got these Lollards popping up in no time. Well, I guess that's event-driven. At least there are good Catholics down here. Still, I truly wonder if that's worth our time. That's with good learning as well. 0.1 progression. You're doing a terrific job. You are doing a not terrific job. Fervor, insular, archbishop learning skill, development. Okay, so our fervor is pretty low in Catholicism. And their fervor must be pretty high. Oh, that's a painful one. I mean, what else could you be doing? Religious relations, gain piety. I mean, that seems much better. Forget that religious conversion if it's going to take that long, but I will make them Gaelic. New churches established, religious construction. Excellent. Thank you, Court Chaplain. At least you do something for us. Oh, and I missed that. A knight has arrived. Shouldn't poo-poo that. I do need those knights. I'm guessing I got the two of you. A guest in Moray. And another such fellow. Forest fighter, taiga and forests, and we have a lot of that. I mean, maybe I should just recruit them both. It's not a high cost. Very well. There are knights. I hear they're very good. There'll be more priests, Jake. They're a renewable resource. That they are, but still 50 odd years seems terrible. I wonder how I can directly combat this. I mean, I have full control. They can do an ultimatum. Things are going up. Just plain old goes up. I mean, if they join, I'm just going to kill them. Killing the Irish is a full-time job sometimes, but we'll see to it. Yes! This is what we need. We need our cousin wife to be of child as often and as viscerally as possible. And please give me a male. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, I do have other hooks that are worth looking into right now. Naturally, I have one on my wife. I don't know what hook I could possibly use on my wife. Maybe hook her with that seduction. Request divorce. Request claim. Could I have your Kingdom of England, please? I have a hook. Oh no, not on the Pope. I don't. Also, there's no point in doing that. I fought so hard for it anyway. I have a hook on you. Now, I am trying to think how best to use that hook. The best thing I can think of is if I have a male heir, I betroth them to one of your daughters, and that way I kind of get Mercia off my back. Mercia is still huge and terrifying, and they've caused me no end of problems so far. Is it your child? I thought you weren't seducing her. I've been working on it. Declare Warner for Sentinel. Let's not. I might even declare... I might even marry off to one of you, although you are disgustingly Welsh. Find a better one of you. Oh, right, they're old. That's not a good idea, actually. Too old. You're 11, but that's still too old if I have a boy. Dang. Alright, there's my knight. I like the way the knights actually dress up for the occasion. Looks good. Okay. Now at least we'll be able to turn those Irish into good Gaelics. And that progresses really rather fast. Good to see. What are you up to in the Northern Isles? You're fighting for the Kingdom of Norway. Good. Anything that weakens Denmark should lessen their grip in Alba. I mean, it looks like he's got plenty of fighting going on, but he is winning as well, so that's not too great for us. You need to kill a lot of Irish for them to progress. Oh, man. Bloody Irish. It's alright, though. We will remove all of them if necessary. Jake, you're going to culturally unify Scotland. That I would also like to do. Actually, are they in the same culture group as us or not? Is there even culture groups? I'm not too keen on wiping out Scots for Gaelics or vice versa, but Scots are growing here. I mean, I could also become Scots myself, but no, I think we'll play it the other way. Or I could replace my vassals with good Gaelics and have them spread the culture. That's also an option. Get rid of the Cumbrians. I'm working on that one. Oh god, you're Cumbrian. That's the problem. Even though I murder you, next in line is an Irishman. It just gets worse and worse. Okay, culturally I have a lot to sort out on the Isles here. Saying culture's a bit much, says Cal. Okay, what's happening here? The Earl of Leinster's been won by Munster. Munster's doing a damn good job of uniting Ireland. They're doing alright on Tutorial Isle. I may need to figure out a way to deal with you. Ah, daughter! I don't need more of those. Wrong chromosomes. Alright, who are we going to call you then? We're going to go with Mr. Nikita. Fitting name for our daughter. Yeah, jeez. This isn't what I signed up for at all. Regardless, though, I better teach you the ways. So, educate child, we'll take care of it. I don't know if there's a limit to the amount of people that we can educate, but I'll try my best. Because if daughters are all we've got, then daughters are all we've got. Still can't romance you. Dang. Clearly it's her fault. Time to find a wife. Well, her barren womb did cause an early birth of what could have been a boy. I don't think they told us. Maybe we didn't even know. Need to figure out how to deal with Munster at some point. You've got a daughter. And you've got a son. But I highly doubt, even if I could, that you would arrange that kind of matrilineal marriage. No, even with a hook. But here's my thought. Maybe they only give the minus 1,000 if you target their heir. What if we went for the not heir? If we were to arrange a marriage with one of ours, matrilineally, they're not so fussed. So the better way is not to go for the primary heir, then murder the primary heir. But what I need is a way to take over Munster like that, and I think the best way is to dig through for some secrets there. So I need my excellent spy master to find secrets in the court there. Where's his proper court, though? This doesn't help me too much. His court's over here in Thomond. Tell me what you can find there. Get me a hook on the man. I'll use that for a matrilineal marriage with one of my daughters, and see if I can't grab Ireland by crook, if not by hook. Because then you die. Call to war. To the perceptive King of Alba. I call on you to honor our alliance, join me in a war. So it's my good ally of Mercia who's caused me so many problems in the past. And who are you fighting against? A couple of joker? I mean, of course I'll join in. I'm not the primary fighter in this, so I don't think my vassals get angry at me using their levies. Offensive war minus 12 shouldn't go up during all of this. So who are we fighting? What are we fighting? Ooh, 3,000 or so of them. But, you know, we'll do our utmost. So let's just raise those armies over in Lothian. Take them a few days to gather up, and then... Hey, good opportunity to get some prisoners is what I'm hearing. Duke Dolphin still charging forward. I could do it myself, but that might tear me away from making some royal babies, and I really need to make some royal babies. Oh, our spouse isn't available to help us, I suppose because she's busy ruling England. Enemies joining in. Our queen's not getting involved in anything. Of course I can't have her join in, we're not the primary individual here. Stewarding. Who's good at stewarding? My sister-in-law. But you're also working on this. But you're a whole lot better at that. Wait, what? Isn't it you? Perhaps you just passed away. Well, it matters not. I'm going to reassign you there and try and find another better chancellor. Hopefully somebody that matters in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, none of these jokers really matter. And Duke Dolphin's pretty good at most things, especially learning, holy moly. But I can't assign him there, we get granted one of those. So I guess it's going to be this this nobody. At least he's 55, he should die soon, and then maybe get... Ooh, didn't actually assign him there. Assign him, hopefully he dies and gives me somebody better. Oh, you have no heir, and you're a lowborn. So when you die, and you will die, what happens to your land? Does it go to me? 'Cause I'd be happy with that. Enjoy your chancellor position and die. He's just a mayor, Jake. Mayors have different successions. Ah, I see. I see. Ah, that's right, he's a Republican vassal, so his opinion, of course, doesn't matter. Right, still, I don't know, I fight much better than anybody else right now, but I need to be making beautiful love to my cousin wife. Screw it, we can do it. We should have faster travel speed as well. I should support in that battle. This is costing me supply. Alright, and just like that, I come in and save the day. I wonder if I get any, Ah, there's our old councillor dying. I wonder if I get anything out of that. Doesn't look like it, but I shall seek and destroy. Ah, they're probably going to go up there. I don't think leading the armies will prevent you from impregnating your cousin, but I can't take such risks. Nonetheless, I am taking such risks. So it would be terrifying if I actually lost. Wait, some of them just said, nah, screw this, we're getting out of here. Okay, what, why, how? There is never a quiet moment. My daughter and heir is so full of questions. I do my best to encourage her curiosity, but sometimes I cannot help but get exhausted. When a father-in-law... Oh my. Curious brat. Alright, let's go and get ourselves some... I want to get myself some prisoners here. However, whilst performing his duties as my spymaster, the mayor has uncovered a secret held by Petty King of Munster. He tried to have somebody murdered. Cruel and heartless, but dishonourable. We've got your secret. Now, that does not inherently give us a hook. However, we can now threaten you with some blackmail. And this will give us a weak hook. And he almost certainly will accept. Hope he will. Nobody's accepted my blackmail so far. You got a weak hook on the man. So, I'm not looking at your primary heir, but your less primary heir is now about to be married to my younger princess in a matrilineal. Of course you won't like that, but my hook ensures that we will. And this should, if I manage to kill off the primary heir, allow us to seize most of Ireland. That's the plan, at least. And Mr. Nikita actually gains prestige out of that. They get a lot more prestige, but that'll have to do. Now that that is done, we no longer really need to be snooping around the shadows there. In fact, we should be watching ourselves here, so please disrupt some schemes on our side. He's got excellent intrigue, which makes up for us having practically no intrigue, so I do need him around. So, Petty King Munster, I see you have a good primary heir. Unfortunately, that primary heir is going to have to die. It's not very good, is it? Of course, my intrigue is god-awful. And it's not very secretive, and it takes forever. How can we do better at this? Maybe somebody will join our scheme. Enemy combatant captured. Who is this joker? The honourable thinker, but it probably isn't worth much to us. 20 bucks or a favour from the same guy. Oh, is this him negotiating his own release for money? He's not very important to us at all, so I might as well just take the money. Have your spymaster help the scheme. Now that's a good idea, although I am worried about my own life given my shaky succession. Go and support the scheme, we'll see what we can do with it. And let's keep on capturing. Gladly accept the betrothal. Yes. The matrilineal. I don't get this. Chances are even. Doesn't look very even to me. It looks like I will decimate them. What do they have that we don't? For some reason my advantage is only shown as good, despite me having very high advantage. Oh, it's not showing advantage, it's showing martial, which is not the same. Regardless, I still like my chances there. Now. That intrigue of ours has gained a bit more secrecy and a bit more success chance, but we need to convince some people to help us. And I'm not above bribing people into helping, but the cost is really rather high. Is it a flat 150? No, some people cost less than others. Come and help me out here. I accept your ransom offer. Good, because I need to liquidate that gold into helping me with my intrigue. Hey, there we go. Somebody's joining in. Getting more successful here. I think it's worth the investment to try and take Ireland here without having to do it by force. Ooh, missed that. You're trying to join in here. And they are going to join in. Well, more lambs for the slaughtering. And we killed somebody as well. Down these scumbags go. We should go in for the kill. Those calculations seem way off at the moment. That they do. That they most assuredly do. You are an expensive one to bring in on this scheme, but I think it's worth it. There we go. Join in on that scheme. Kill them all. Let God sort them out. Send down the mangonels. Take care of this. The supply limit is okay enough. And my war participation should be pretty terrific. War contribution of 100%. We're doing everything here. Right, new perks available. Courtship, romance, scheme power, elope scheme power. I do want to get romantic, don't I? And what does that unlock down the line? Marriage acceptance for ourself and close and expanded family members increased greatly. Looks useful. And I could become gallant. Retreat losses. I don't plan on retreating. Yeah, let's get some courtship going. Speaking of, let's look into courting that cousin wife of ours. Dang, when can I do it? Anybody know how long the downtime is on that? Jake, check the endpoints of the trees. Nah, let it be a surprise. Camp dispute again. I've whipped them before. I'll whip them again if I must. Something just happened there, though. Oh, the old bugger died before I even grabbed my favor or my money off of him. That's a shame. Alliance formed with you of Mercia. Right, so I am still allied with them. Okay. You've got a primary heir. Fair enough. Let's ignore this dispute for now. I'm trying to figure out what can be done with that prisoner of mine. Who was it? I had a boy. I think it was you. I don't know. I had someone that I was like, ooh, I should hold on to these. They could be good for a hook. No, it's not that I had that. It's that I had a hook on the man. And I didn't put it to use. In any case, commotion. Couple of people in a heated argument. You keep getting these heated arguments. They both love me, so I should do what's best for me. My words. Ah, yes, dread. Dread is the way forward. Spank them, silly. They get wounded, but that's okay. They might die. Bring down Babenberg. Maybe wait to see until the two are wedded. The AI can break betrothals. Yeah, I guess they can, but... Oh, you mean for the killing? Well, we're still working on that killing, and I don't want to drop all the progress we've made and the people I paid to sign up. Would you sign my petition? And again, I just want the money at this point. Off you trot. He's only an Earl. An Earl gamer. I still want Kent on my side though, down the line. You've got nothing to offer. You can't even give me money, so you can just rot away there. Same with you. Who knows, I might want them down the line some way. And then there's you. I'd get a weak favor hook on this Bernardo guy. Oh, look at that. Couldn't I just execute the man? All guests, friends, and lovers executed close relation. Wait, he's a close relation? Oh no, that's all of his friends and lovers, of course. Unfortunately, I have to spend piety to kill him, although it is a good way to gain dread. Or I could just get a weak hook. Could recruit him, but he's useless. Nah, just leave him there to rot in the dungeon. If only I was more of a monster, could ease stress by going in there and torturing my prisoners. Now this thing isn't going that well, it's only 63%. Couldn't anybody be encouraged to join us? Oh, that's a much too large bribe to make you join in. You're only 70 to join in. Might be nice, but your scheme power is pathetic. Oh, but that's the... Whoa, slow down. That's the progress that it adds. That's the success chance that it adds. I like that chance. Whatever, let's give it a go. It's only money. Money should be thrown to the side. You can't take it with you. Dread beats piety. I'm willing to agree, but dread trickles down naturally if it's above your natural dread. Right, this is going down, and then we'll go and capture and kill whoever we can down there. Then again, this siege will probably give us 100%. There we go. Victory. Excuse me? Our war contribution was 0%? I beg your pardon? I think you'll find I did everything. Well, so be it. Let's disband our army. Stand down and return home. Good, off you trot. We're in good allied lands. Siege 1. Ah, we got a bit of dosh out of that as well. And for all the stuff I'm doing for you... Oh, maybe it's because there was a death during it, and it didn't count me as being part of his war. Illustrious. We still have an alliance, of course. How are we allied? Marriage of Prince Double J and Duke. Ah, there's Double J. Not matrilineal though, so those children are coming out as yours, unfortunately. But it was all in the name of the alliance, and it keeps us tight, so that's not too bad a thing. Speaking of, could we please seduce our wife? No, okay. Well, hopefully she's with child again soon. Reclusive. No, don't give me that. Give me children. Male children. I don't like having too many prisoners, honestly. A favour on Duke Roger II is still important to me. But you're 41, you could easily die in my prison. I'll get that favour for now. My dear husband, I call on you to honour our alliance in a liberty war. Join as a defender. So my ally is fighting you. Oh no, tell me it's not your liberty war against my queen. Oh, Mercia's at it again. Mercia's been nothing but a constant thorn in our side. Right, well, I'm gonna have to join you as a defender, naturally. I can't say no to my own wife here. How are the numbers looking? Pretty pleasant on our side. And I suppose since it's not my war, again, my vassals won't be getting uppity, will they? Nope, in fact, they're getting quite a bit chilled out. Victory, victory, victory. Any issues? Not really. And I'm not creating that crummy duchy. Let's raise those armies. Let them get together and go and crush Mercia as best we can. My queen, would it kill you to make some other allies? I can't do everything. I guess I have to be my cousin wife's knight in shining armor. Right, there we go. I've got a hook on you, although I don't really know what to do with it. At least it shows up in my intrigue, hooks and secrets. Secrets known to me. I know that you murdered, and I already blackmailed. I could expose it, but then he wouldn't like me for it. In fact, he probably doesn't like me much at all. Blackmailed me. Desires Ulster. Well, he could always call off this betrothment. I hope he does not. But perhaps honour will bound him not to. You have a hook on your wife? Of course. I'm the one that instilled my wife as the Queen of England. And she's the one failing miserably to hold on to it. Oh, dear God, look at all those Mercians. They make me feel a bit uneasy about the size of my own army. Look, that's more than it says they have here. And they're still gathering, aren't they? Yeah, 4.8k. I'm not made of money here. Who have you actually got there? That's what I want to know. No, apparently it's all you, commanded by... Oh, commanded by ruler. So if I were able to beat them, I might be able to ransack you, and the commander is crappy at martial skill. Downside is I'd have to whoop his ass. Okay, but here's what I can do. We can get on a boat down to England at great personal expense. Actually, it seems that walking down there would not net us tons of attrition. That's cool. Alright, how about we walk down here, siege down his barony, and try to capture him. Rather than taking a boat. No, the Jews I don't think give the money big time here, but what does give the big time money is the Pope himself. Alright. Don't die on us now, Queen, and certainly don't get captured. I need the babies. Man, whoever was in charge of England before was able to smack down Mercia in the past. Why can't my Queen? Hopefully my Queen joins up with me so that we can smack this guy silly. A barely used trail. They're preparing a special trip for the young potato. The child trusts he will be brought on an enjoyable day in the forest. He will unfortunately get lost, be impossible to find before nightfall. Oh, he was so young, too. Decent chance of killing him, very low chance of being found. Happens tragically often. Mangled corpse. Little Irish potato sack is dead. It's only then the boy was found, bloodied, mangled, and torn after an attack by some vicious, hungry beast. At least I hope it was the beast's doing. Thankfully, everyone agrees it is a terrible tragedy, and my involvement and the existence of any scheme remains unknown. They say children are the future. I gain stress. I think not. Now it just so happens that your primary heir has not changed. It's still the dead one. There we go. The son who is betrothed matrilineally to Princess Mr. Nchiter Magdebachen of Alba. Not quite the Snechtai name I'm looking for. But we make do, don't we? Right, at least I don't have to keep plowing my money into that. Duke Dolphin's still in charge. It should be me. I'm the best around. Please, my queen, don't get caught out there. It's not good for you. One only wonders where she's at. Uh-oh, she looks like she's just holding out there for a bit. I should go down. Maybe that'll dissuade you from attacking. No, you're going in for the attack. Perhaps I can pick off what's left. Battle tactics not being my queen's forte, it seems. Defending on hills, but they're going into plains, which might be good for us. I want them to be movement locked so I can go and get them. Now, I'm hoping that I'm able to whap them silly. Chances are even, despite me having every possible advantage here. Oh god, it doesn't look like it. We start off at a disadvantage. Oocha. There's a lot I clearly don't understand about the battles, but I have enormous advantage over them. They're using heavy infantry, light horsemen, and pikemen, so that could be what's giving them a bit of an edge here. Just got light footmen and pikemen. But we counter their horsemen with our pikes. Jake, I was always surprised you were never into CK2. CK2 just couldn't grip me. Maybe it was the jank. But then again, even when CK2 came out, I hard-headedly stuck to EU3. Alright, tip that balance. Our knight killed theirs. Our knight was maimed, but maimed is not dying. My injured vassal. Death is lingering for poor Mayor Tord. Well, he's a cynic. He'll be fine. Nothing can be done, except, you know, winning these battles. Heavy casualties on our side, but look at that. Run them down. There we go, every last one of the buggers. Okay, and yes, commoner. Pfft, who cares about the commoners? Let's go and siege them down, will we? Gives our queen a chance to rest and recuperate. Now, who are you? My prisoner, dishonorable, da-da-da-da-da. Doesn't seem like anything worth knowing right now. Oh, by the way, good job on that scheme. You can disrupt schemes against us now, please. Right, it's you, yes? Oh, he's only 16. What a shame. He'd apparently... Oh, he would have to pay his own way out. And he's into the lordship of what now? Someplace I don't know or care about. Seems worth it for the dosh. And he's god-awful at fighting, so it's pretty good that he gets back onto the field. I think we lose the advantage. No, we already got that from War Score and Battles 1. Very nice. Alright, now if we could please. How well defended is this so-so? Well, let's have it down. Kind of interested in the kills and deaths in the battle. Who won that battle for you? I too would like to know a bit more. So initial army size 4-8, initial army size 4-6, so it was fairly even on the numbers. We had a lot more survivors. They had twice the losses we did. Kills and losses. The knights, good god, our 12 knights really came through. They killed almost as much as our levies. The footmen, the pikemen, well, there weren't a lot of them, so go figure. Well, I sure am glad that I took the opportunity to hire all those knights when I did. Their knights, they only had 2 and they did a whole lot. No, they had 7 and they did a whole lot. Did the mangonels just not help? I mean, I'd use mangonels in a pitched battle. But I guess that's what sets me aside from the rest. What I'd like to see more of is who gets injured and maimed in these. It doesn't show me enough of that. Although maybe there is a way to see it and I'm just not seeing it. Alright, hopefully when we take this we'll grab somebody, but that's still commanded by their ruler. I shouldn't be giving them a chance to rejig, but I am. We're still well supplied. Hopefully we'll stay well supplied for a little bit, take this down and then take him down. Contrary to what Age of Empires tells you, mangonels are not fighting equipment, says Naffle. Well, if you're not using them correctly, obviously. But if you do have a head on your shoulders and you can actually think outside the box, then yes. I don't command this siege, I guess, because I can't order an assault. Does this do that CK2 thing where the first one to arrive gets all the contribution from the siege? Hopefully not, because my siege is going up and up here. Good. Surely that would have been fixed by now, though. Okay. My sister, Double J, and my niece, Lori, were captured, and my wife... Oh, by my wife. Why not by me? I did all the bloody work. Maybe it's because she's the war leader. She gets all the everything for it. But that's a shame. I wanted those prisoners. I really wanted those prisoners. Instead, I got these useless people. I could have sworn I was first one here. Did she just snake her way in? I'd be cross, but at the same time I'm full of admiration for my wife there. However, I can come down here and secure... Yeah, you try and take the boat. I can come down here and secure this victory for myself. Right, the forest should negate the effectiveness of your horsemen. And me being a total badass should negate your effectiveness at living. My injured knight. What a shame. I'm sure they'll be fine, though. At least I'm slaughtering my way through people that no longer deserve to live. There we go. The mayor died. My councillor died. Oh, that's a no, they're into intrigue. Oh, my spy master died. Right. They were certainly a councillor then. Ah, Duke Dolphin, some guest. My vassal. Vassal of where? Oh, he's just a mayor. Oh, you're really old. How much do you cost to recruit? Only 10? That seems good. Hopefully old people cost less. Still, didn't capture anybody there, which is a tad bit disappointing. I don't know where you're going to run to, but I assume as soon as my wife takes Coventry, it's game set and match sticks. So perhaps I should just sit back here and recharge our supplies just in case we're needed for a sudden sally forth. How can you allow those pesky Danes to occupy the height? Probably because they keep mashing down the Norwegians. So I don't fancy my own chances, especially when boats keep being my undoing here. People can just grab a boat to the end of beyond at a moment's notice. Hold Coventry, you'll be fine. Oh my goodness gracious me. You were days away. And it's all gone. Well, you know, a battle should win it for us as well. I think I'll wait for you to lose it first, though. Well, a lost battle's pretty bad as well, but I want to capture. And how do we know who gets the captures as well? That's a grim part. Nah, I want this war over with. Let's not get too greedy for the caps. Yes, I assume direct command here. This upstart, who does he think he is? Right, being ambitious and wrathful's probably helping him. I'll help him rot. Victory. 100% war score. And unfortunately no prisoners. There we go. Our war contribution was nothing again. That seems bugged out beyond belief. Still though, we win, so be it. Let's have an end of hostilities. Return home, and surely our wife is happy with us for that. No, you don't get a boost from helping people like so. Yes! Time for seduction.